How much sacrifice can an artist possibly make for their fans? When blood drips and tears begin to fall, will they still stand on stage? That's the emotional drama that unfolded recently when Shu Kai and Tan Songyun faced a tense situation in the middle of a fan meetup that turned into a tense moment. What was supposed to be a happy day of meeting fans turned into an event that took everyone by surprise and left a deep impression on all present. The joyous evening changed in the blink of an eye when the microphone in Tan Songyun's hand, which was supposed to be a bridge of communication with the fans, became the source of an unexpected catastrophe. How could a simple object used daily by artists be the cause of blood and tears? Behind the smiles and laughter that celebrities usually display, there are risks and dangers that we never imagined before. No one would have guessed that the most moving moment of the night didn't come from a planned scenario, but from Shu Kai's spontaneous reaction to seeing his colleague injured. What really happened behind the scenes after the incident? Why did these two top Chinese stars decide to leave the event attended by thousands of their loyal fans? The sudden decision by the two artists sparked speculation and questions that remain unanswered to this day. Gripping seconds, Tan Songyun suffers horrific injuries. The atmosphere at the venue of the fan meeting attended by Shu Kai and Tan Songyun that afternoon was filled with the shouts and cheers of enthusiastic fans. The two stars, who have starred in several popular dramas together, were cheerful and excited to greet their fans. Tan Songyun, who is known for his energetic performances, was speaking excitedly using the microphone provided by the event organizers. However, the excitement turned to fear when Tan Songyun suddenly stopped his speech mid-sentence. His originally beaming face suddenly turned pale. The camera that panned his face captured a shocked expression that then turned into pain. With a reflex movement, Tan Songyun released the microphone from his grip and looked at his hand. I just felt something prick my finger, and when I looked down, blood had already started coming out, said a source who was near the stage and requested anonymity. The audience in the front row began to realize something was wrong when they saw Tan Songyun's reaction. Some fans even reported that they saw blood dripping from the actress's hand. One of the fans present, Lin Meihui, recounted her experience in a trembling voice. "We were all speechless. Tan Songyun looked in a lot of pain, but she was still trying to smile so as not to worry us. It was a very scary moment for all of us." A quick examination of the microphone Tan Songyun was using revealed a sharp metal part sticking out of the inside of the microphone. It is strongly suspected that this was the result of an internal microphone malfunction that went undetected by the show's production team. The sharp parts had scratched several of Tan Songyun's fingers deeply, causing serious bleeding. "We inspected the equipment before the show, but internal damage like this is sometimes hard to detect," said a production team member who requested anonymity. "We are very sorry for this incident and take full responsibility for the medical treatment required by Tan Songyun." Eyewitnesses reported that the medical team on duty at the event site immediately rushed to the stage to provide first aid. However, the severity of the wound meant that a temporary bandage was not enough to stop the bleeding. The blood that continued to flow from Tan Songyun's fingers made the atmosphere even more tense and gripping. Wang Lifen, a fan sitting in the third row, said, "We could see blood seeping through the temporary bandages put on by the medical team. Tan Songyun looked very pale, probably from shock and blood loss. It was a very disturbing scene." Shu Kai's tears. An expression of unstoppable emotion. Shu Kai's reaction to the incident was perhaps the most moving aspect of the entire incident. Shu Kai, known as an actor with a strong and tough image in many of his roles, was unable to hide his emotions at the sight of his close colleague being injured. The camera zooming in on his face captured the moment when Shu Kai's eyes began to tear up. He tried hard to hold back his tears, but failed when he saw Tan Songyun trying to stay strong despite clearly being in pain. Tears began to stream down Shu Kai's cheeks, a sight rarely seen from the actor who usually always appears professional and in control. "Seeing Shu Kai cry made me cry too," said Zhang Mei, a fan who attended the event. It shows how close their relationship is and how much Shu Kai cares for Tan Songyun. It was a very sincere and touching moment in the midst of a terrible situation. Not many people know that Shu Kai and Tan Songyun have had a close friendship for years, long before the fame they now enjoy. The two have worked together on several projects and are known to have great chemistry, both in front of and behind the camera. Seeing his close friend get hurt was definitely a heavy emotional blow for Shu Kai. A source from the production team revealed that Shu Kai was immediately at Tan Songyun's side, holding his uninjured hand and trying to calm him down. He kept whispering words of encouragement to Tan Songyun. It was a very personal and emotional moment, the source revealed. Videos circulating on social media showed Shu Kai swiftly fetching drinking water and offering it to Tan Songyun, trying to do whatever could help diffuse the situation. When Tan Songyun showed signs of fainting, Shu Kai's face grew even more concerned. He kept holding Tan Songyun's hand, his tears flowing non-stop, said Liu Yangfan, another fan in attendance. It was a side of Shu Kai we'd never seen before. He really looked devastated seeing Tan Songyun in pain. Shu Kai was later heard whispering to his manager, requesting that the show be stopped, and Tan Songyun received more adequate medical attention immediately. This initiative showed his deep concern for his partner's well-being, even if it meant disappointing thousands of fans who had waited a long time to meet them. Emergency. The decision to leave the show. The decision to leave the show was not taken lightly. Tan Songyun, despite being severely injured, initially insisted on continuing the event for the sake of the fans who had come from all over. However, his deteriorating physical condition eventually forced the production and management team to make a firm decision. Tan Songyun started showing signs of shock due to blood loss. His face was very pale and he started to lose his balance, said a member of the medical team handling the incident. We suggested that he be taken to the hospital immediately for further treatment. Shu Kai, who was still visibly shaken, immediately agreed to the medical team's recommendation and insisted on accompanying Tan Songyun to the hospital. This decision had the full support of both artists' management teams, who realized that the health and safety of their artists should be a top priority. The announcement of the show's cancellation was made by the MC in a regretful tone. The venue's once energetic atmosphere turned into a tense silence as the MC explained the situation and asked for understanding from the fans. Despite the disappointment, most fans showed an understanding attitude and even provided moral support through applause and cheers of encouragement for Tan Songyun. Of course, we're disappointed that the show had to end early, but Tan Songyun's health is much more important, said Chen Xiaoli, one of the fans present. We are all praying for a speedy recovery for him. The event organizers quickly provided a special evacuation route to ensure that Shu Kai and Tan Songyun could leave the venue safely and quickly. Several members of the security team formed a line to protect the two artists from the crowd as they were taken to the ambulance that had been prepared at the back entrance of the venue. We have emergency protocols for situations like this, and our team managed to execute them well, explained the head of the event security team. Our priority was to ensure that Tan Songyun received medical treatment as quickly as possible without any hindrance or delay.